Charles Barkley went on a rant the other night talking about how basically all the networks are so fixated on talking about the Warriors and the Lakers for what they've been doing recently and how great they've been playing, and really just flat out ignoring the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's right, in my opinion. Oklahoma City has the best record in the West with a substantial lead in first place. The Cleveland Cavaliers are dominating the Eastern Conference as well. They've won 12 straight games, including a win against Boston. So they do deserve more people talking about them. They do deserve more attention and respect, in my opinion, so far. Now, we'll see what happens when the playoffs get here. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. We always like to talk about ratings and who the people really want to see and who they want to talk about. The reality is people want to talk about the Lakers. They want to talk about LeBron James and Luka Doncic. They want to talk about Steph Curry and the former Dynasty Warriors, that won 4 championships with the Steph Curry era. Now they look really good with Jimmy Butler. They look resurgent. Both teams look absolutely juiced and like resurgent, ready to like really make a run in the playoffs. It's a more fun topic to talk about as opposed to the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, because a lot of people don't care outside of Oklahoma City and Cleveland for those two teams. Let's be honest. If you're not, most people are not really. There are way more Laker fans than there are Cleveland Cavalier and Oklahoma City Thunder fans. I'm willing to bet money on that. Over the past decade and a half, I'm sure there's been an abundance of Warriors fans more so than Cleveland Cavalier and Oklahoma City Thunder fans. They're boring to talk about. An NBA Finals with Oklahoma City and Cleveland wouldn't surprise me. It would make sense. But if we talk about ratings and what people actually want to see, there's a lot of people who would probably not want to tune into that NBA Finals versus Lakers and Celtics, Warriors Celtics, Lakers Bucks even. This is reality. It's not fair. I don't think it's right, but that's why. Why do you think that the Lakers get so much, attention? Why do you think the Dallas Cowboys get so much attention? Even when they suck, they get a bunch of attention. Because it's what people want to talk about. They're a topic of discussion all the time, for better or worse. They're just they are who they are. I've been a Lakers fan basically all my life. I love the Lakers. I think the NBA world is better when the Lakers are relevant. I think the NBA is better when Steph Curry and the Warriors are winning, because Steph Curry and the Warriors have brought us a lot of great moments in the postseason, especially. So a lot of people want to see that. They're not ready to let that go. These guys are. LeBron's in year 22. He probably can play for 50 years and everything for all we know. Steph Curry's in year, 16 or 17. These guys are on the back ends of their career. We're only going to see them, but for so much longer. So yeah, a lot of people are not ready to let that era go because we don't know how we're going to react to this new era of superstars. The Shai Gilgeous-Alexanders, the Donovan Mitchells, the Ja Morants being the forefronts of the NBA, Jokic and all of them. It's just not going to be the same in a while. I think a lot of people are holding on to that. I'm holding on to it. I'll be honest. That's going to suck when they retire. Like, I love watching Steph Curry and LeBron go at it. It was great after Kobe retired. You still had Kevin Durant too. You still had those, mega superstars still going after it. Trying to get championships. But for being honest, like, ratings would point to the Cavs and the OKC Thunder not being the most exciting NBA Finals. That's just what it is. That's why they're not getting attention. And by all accounts, a lot of people don't believe that they're going to finish the job with the Cavaliers. I've seen this movie before with the Cavaliers. I've seen it a few times. It's like you've had a great season all year long. You probably would lock up the number one seed. But when push comes to shove, when you run into that certain team with that certain player, Oklahoma City, I'm talking to them too. If Oklahoma City runs into LeBron James and Luka Doncic, I guarantee you the vast majority believe that they will crumble. Oklahoma City will crumble at the hands of LeBron and Luka. Not because they're not the better team, but because it's LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Those guys have experienced playoffs, how to get to the finals. Oklahoma City's younger. They haven't really experienced it that much as they have. And you think experience is going to weigh down Oklahoma City and they'll end up winning. Cleveland, we know what teams in their way. Boston Celtics. A lot of people, including myself, don't believe in the Cavaliers. I think they're going to get smoked again by the Celtics in a 7-game series, because that's when everything's going to be turned up. Everyone will be healthy, and it's going to be dominated by Boston. That's what I think a lot of people think that. I know that I think that. I went on the record, and I'll say it again. I don't believe in the Cavaliers. I know they've been playing great. I'm sure they have everything it takes to get to the East Finals. But when they run to Boston, it's all going to come tumbling down. History has a way of repeating itself, and we're seeing it again. I remember Oklahoma City in the Western Conference with all those great players, KD, Russell Westbrook, James Harden. An older team came in and took them down. The San Antonio Spurs, Parker, Duncan, Ginobili, Greg Popovich. They were the more experienced team. They had been there before. Oklahoma City was still kind of learning how to win and get there. Spurs took them down. This is after, like, we all thought that Oklahoma City was going to be right back in the finals after losing in 2012 to LeBron and the Heat. I know I did. But and a more experienced team of guys that have been there, legends, Hall of Famers, are the ones that took them down. In Cleveland, instead of Donovan Mitchell leading the way, it was one LeBron James in 2009 and 2010. The teams that took him out that LeBron had issues with were the Boston Celtics. At the time where we thought LeBron and Kobe were the two best players in the league, and they were destined to meet in the finals. And between the years of 2008 and 2010, we had the MVP puppets, commercials, and everything going on. We thought it was all but destiny that these two would meet in the finals, and in a way settle who was better at the time. Boston Celtics got in the way. Cavaliers were the number one seed in the East, and they were dominating, beating everybody, but they couldn't get past Boston. It's history starting to repeat itself again. Will Oklahoma City fall at the hands of that veteran team, which a lot of people think could be the Lakers or the Warriors? Will Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers get past that monster that is Boston? That's what makes the playoffs intriguing, in my opinion. But to the point that I was making earlier, it's just factual evidence, fair or not. A lot of people really don't care that much about Oklahoma City or the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's unfortunate, but I'm just being honest with y'all.